Hey guys, am I audible, guys?
Yeah, Dinesh.
Okay.
Okay. So yesterday we have completed master slave architecture, correct?
Yes, sir.
Any question on master slave architecture? Any question on master slave architecture?
Video is I think it's not uploaded, Dinesh.
The video?
Yeah.
Video
Is it
not
uploaded?
Not sure actually. Let me check it. I hope it is uploaded. No problem. Let me check. I will upload it. So this is so can we run same commands in Ubuntu machine? No command for Ubuntu. We have a different, commands actually. So that you can find it in the Jenkins official website itself. Make use of those commands. This command will not work. So it is available in the Google itself. So you can use it actually. Okay. This command, it's only for CentOS Linux machine. This is not for Ubuntu. Okay. So yeah. Let's proceed. And guys, do practice master slave architecture. It's very important. Definitely in a company, if you are using the Jenkins server, there is a master slave architecture. Okay. You will not use only one machine, right? You will use one machine, which is the centralized machine, and that will be connected with the multiple slave nodes. Okay, fine. And today we will discuss some more topics. Okay, the same in Jenkins. But before that, guys, did you remember I said what is mean by continuous integration? Jenkins is a continuous integration tool. Jenkins is a continuous integration tool. That day I have mentioned continuous integration is nothing but it's a combination of continuous build and continuous testing. Yes or no?
Yes,
Oh,
Dinesh.
yeah. Continuous build and continuous testing. And continuous testing, as a DevOps engineer, I am not going to automate the application. I am not going to do any testing on the application. So I no need to worry about this continuous testing. My worry only with respect to the continuous build. So now let's try to understand once again what is continuous build, right? Before understanding the continuous build also, I will tell you what is the process basically IT company they will follow back in the days, right? And maybe a 10 years back, every IT company, what process they have followed. Basically, they will write the code, right? In order to develop some application, they basically write the code. Maybe that code, I can call it as a source code or maybe any Java or Python code. They basically write to develop some application. Say for an example, they have written a 10,000 lines of code. In a layman, I am telling there is a 10,000 lines of code they have written. And this code, basically, they will perform different levels of testing. Maybe code level testing they will perform. Once they are thinking like this code is perfectly fine, then what they will do? They will store this particular code into the centralized repository system. There is a remote repository that might be a SVN or maybe a GitHub where they will store the code, right? They will store the code because then only the other developer can able to make use of that particular code. So for that, they will use a GitHub. And once you have written the code and it is available in the GitHub, is that our job is completed? No, the job is not completed yet. Still, the developer, he has to invest his time for doing the compilation, right? He has to do the compilation. Once my code is up and ready, and this is available in the github.com, What the developer responsibility? Developer has to do the compilation. Once the compilation means the server can able to understand, right? Because the server will know only the binaries. So for that, he has to convert this high level language, which is maybe a Java or Python, that should be converted into the binaries, right? Zeros and ones. So which is done by the developer. Once the compilation is completed, then as the developer responsibility, he has to perform the code review. He has to check the standards. He has to check whether is that followed the proper standard. And along with it, as I mentioned, remember amplification factor, I said, every company, they will use the term called amplification factor. It should be minimum 95% to 99% standard should be formed. And the well-defined package should be written. The code also should be bug-free. Everything will be reviewed by another person or maybe the same developer as to perform the code review after doing the compilation. Any dependency are missing, any plugins are missing, everything should be checked by the developer. That is called code review. Once the code review is completed, he will go for unit testing. He has to perform the code level testing, which is called a unit testing. Small feature, he will test it. Code level testing, it's a white box testing. It's a white box testing has to perform by the developer. Once the unit testing is done, suppose if you have a 100 file or 1000 file, I cannot give 100,000 file to the customer, right? To the end user. End user has to install only a single file. So for that, he has to convert this particular project or particular maybe hundreds of class file or Java file into, he has to perform something called packaging. He has to do the packaging. It means that converting all those files into the single file with the help of an executable file or maybe a .jar file or .war file, anything, right? He will convert. Thereby the end user, as an end user, I will just install that particular software. See guys, the developer is performing this many post-build action. After he has completed the code, almost his work, 10 to 15% of a task at time, 10 to 15% of a task is related to compilation, code review, unit testing, and packaging. Everything he has to perform manually back in the days. Back in the days, if we are assigned with 100% work, 80% work, it is related to the development. Even though he has completed the code, compilation, everything is code written is completed, but still he has a backup. This kind of work he has to perform manually in every release, in every changes. He has to perform those kind of activity. So that's the reason IT company decides we are wasting our time. We can able to convert this manual effort into maybe automated task. Automated task. So how to convert this manual effort into automated task? So with the help of some tool, right? That tool, there are plenty of tools are available in the market nowadays. So that tool we can also call it as build automation tool, we can call it as. So this is called building process, doing the compilation, doing the review, performing the unit testing, and converting into the package in the form of some file. It might be executable file or jar file or war file or even year file. There are different various types of files are available. A single file we need to convert. So then we required one tool. We need one automation tool. That build automation tool, there are many build automation tools are available in the market instead of doing all the manual things. If you go with the Java, right? Java provides one build automation tool. On top of Java, they have written one framework which is called Maven. Using the Maven, we can able to achieve the build automation tool. If you go with the Python provides a build automation tool which is called Ant. If you go with the PHP, if the project is based on PHP, you can go for Gradle. Suppose if your project is a .NET, then you can go for a MS Builder. Like that, for each platform, you have a build automation tool. Using this build automation tool, you can perform this operation in the automation way. Maybe 2 minutes or 1 minute, that's more than enough in order to perform this kind of task. So that's nothing but a build automation tool. So in real time, most of the projects are based on Java. Nowadays also, even Java released on 1989, still Java is the leading in the market. So most of the IT company, they are using Maven for their build automation. When I say build automation, this is the building process, right? This is the building process. This process we are going to automate with help of Maven. Simple. By writing some command, we are going to perform this kind of operation. Instead of putting our effort towards your post-build action, simply we are going to use some tools in order to perform this compilation, to perform this code review. And then we have a testing and the packaging. This task we are going to perform with help of a tool. That tool is nothing but one of the leading tool in the market, which is called Maven. That is the core language from Java. You know, right, Jenkins is built on top of Java. In the same way, Maven is built on top of Java. Maven also built on top of Java. If you ask me which company they are providing the Maven, which is nothing but Apache. There is a foundation called Apache Foundation. That Apache Foundation company, they are giving this Maven. Any question till here?
No, sir.
Now, I have a question. Like, do I need to learn end-to-end Maven? That's the question. Do I need to learn end-to-end Maven? Answer is no. Why I'm saying no? The reason because Maven is generally used by the developer. Maven is used by development team in order to build their project. Basically, they are the one, they will do the development. When I say development, they will write the code, right? When they are trying to write the code, basically they will use some build automation tool because later they have to do the building process. If they are using the Python as the core language to develop an application, they basically go for Ant. Suppose if they are using the .NET, they will go for MS Build. Suppose if they are using the Java to develop the application, they will go for Maven. Then why, as a DevOps engineer, I need to learn the Maven? The reason because maybe generally the developer, they will write the code and they will give it to you. Once they have completed the job, right, they will push the code to the GitHub and the code is readily available on the GitHub now. You guys can have the access on the GitHub. Now it is your responsibility to perform all this operation with help of your Maven. Only you are going to perform some operation. That's it. You are going to type some command and it will give you some end result. Only that thing you have to monitor. Only you are going to do the monitoring. Whether it's a build is success or build is failure. If the build is failure, you don't need to worry. You talk with the developer, says that this is build got failure. What is the reason? You just to troubleshoot and let us know. That's it. But you should understand. You need to write some command in order to check whether build is success or not. That's it. But you don't need to worry how we can build a project with help of your Maven, how to write the code, how the Maven looks like. These things and all not required. But if you really wants to learn, yeah, you can learn it, no issues. But it is not at all required with respect to the interview point of view. No one will ask you the question saying that, hey, what is the Maven? What is group ID? What is artifact ID? What is the different versioning? What is the snapshot, packaging, dependency, plugin? This question and all never ever, you will expect from the interview. But you should have some basic idea. That's what I'm going to teach you. So Maven is a separate tool for build automation. Now, so if anyone is saying a project is built on top of a Maven, you generally see one file called form.xml file. Form means what? Project Object Management. Project Object Management. XML means Extensible Markup Language. Extensible Markup Language. Right? It is a one file. Definitely you can see whenever you build a Maven project. Whenever someone is taking, right, someone is developing a Maven project, definitely you can see this particular file, which is called form.xml. Without form.xml, it is not, we can call it as a Maven. Simple. So let me show you, say for an example, I have my editor actually, Eclipse. Eclipse is the one editor to write the Java code. This is the place generally a developer or a tester, they will write the code. Which code they will write it? They will write the Java code. They will write the Java code. Guys, this is only for your understanding, right? I don't want to teach you, but just you will get some idea. For that reason only I'm teaching now. Listen. Say for an example, I will write file here. No need to worry about the steps and all. No need to install the Eclipse. No, nothing. Just listen. Click on file, go to new, and I'm going to choose other. And here I can see there is a project called Maven, right? There is a project called Maven. And I have a Maven project, and I'm clicking on Maven project and click on next. And I'm going to click on next. Here, guys, generally as a developer, they will select a different types of project which is provided by a Maven, guys. Maven is providing different types of project. Here you can find a group ID and artifact ID. See, generally, as a developer, they know the different framework like Spring Boot, MVC, that are not React.js. These are all different technology. We can call it as a different technology, right? So let me filter some quick start project. I will go with the quick start project. So no need to worry what is quick start and all. Simply you can click on quick start and click on next. And I'm giving some name. Say this is a demo project. I'm going to give some name, demo project. I will copy this and I will put it here and click on finish. That's it. So I need to show this one. Listen. Now, where is the demo project? Still it is building. Can you see here? 100% is completed. Now I should see, right? It is doing something. Once it is completed, I can show you. Here one new project will be created, which is called a demo project. Let's wait for some time. Someone is asking the question. What? We have to install the no Kritika, no need to install the Eclipse and all. Just to see actually as a developer, what developer generally will do. That's what I'm showing. No need to install Eclipse, no need to install any software. No. Just for your understanding. Yeah. See, one new project I have created. This is called a Maven project. When I can call this project is a Maven project. Whenever, if you see the form.xml, can you see one file called here, form.xml? When you open this form.xml, you can see the different lines of code here. So I will tell you what is this lines of code at all. But are you clear with this? When we can call a project is a Maven project, whenever if there is a form.xml. So if I open this particular project, right, can you see any form.xml? No, we don't have any form.xml. Then this project is not a Maven project. If I open this one, is it a Maven project? No, it is not a Maven project. If I open this one, it is a Maven project. No, it is not a Maven project. But this project is a Maven project because it has a form.xml. So form.xml is the heart of Maven. Form.xml is the heart of Maven. So whenever you find a form.xml inside the project, then that is a Maven project. Am I clear? Can you confirm quickly?
Yeah, then.
Okay. Now, let me show the, okay, better I will copy this. I am not happy with this. I will copy this. I will copy this. I will put it here. And I will show you what is available here. What is available here? Is every project, every Maven project, this particular line you will definitely see, guys. Every Maven project, this particular line you will definitely see, which is from here to here, right? But can you see model version? Model version is nothing but the version of a Maven. What is the version of a Maven? Which is 4.0.0. And every Maven project has the group ID, artifact ID, and the version. So no need to worry about this version, but you have to worry about these two things, group ID and the artifact ID. What is group ID and what is artifact ID? Guys, Maven is global level project. So whenever you create any project, right, that basically will get a group ID and the artifact ID. Why they haven't to give only one name? Why they are giving two names? One is group ID and artifact ID. Why? The reason because in order to make unique. In order to make unique actually. See, suppose my name is Dinesh Kumar, right? In order to make me unique, I will basically write Dinesh Kumar Ganesan, right? My father name. In the same way, if I write demo project, right? Maybe many people, they have created the demo project. But artifact ID, suppose if I give something a test, then demo project test is that in order to make it unique, basically they have used the group ID and artifact ID. Generally, group ID is like a package name we can call. Artifact is like a project name. I'm going very in depth. No need to worry. Just remember, Maven project has the group ID and artifact ID. So in order to make unique name, they have given like this. But after that, there are one more thing you have to remember, which is called packaging. That is packaging. No packaging. Okay, no issues. Listen. So every Maven project has the dependencies. Now the question is, what is a dependency? Here we have a many dependency. Can you see here? This is one dependency. This is one dependency. This is one dependency. There are many dependency are available. Every dependency has group ID, artifact ID. Now the question is, what is a dependency? Guys, I have a question. Suppose if you want to build one project, if you want to develop one application, if you want to develop some application, right? Always we have a dependency, guys. We need to download a different set of file from the internet that we have to configure. Then only we can able to work with the dependency. So in order to prove this one, let me tell you, listen, suppose I am creating one new project, new file, new, and I'm creating one Maven project. Click on other. One more Maven project I'm going to click on next, and I will create some simple Maven project, click on next, and click on, I can give some name, right? What is the name I'm going to give? Say this is Maven demo, Here I can give another name. Say this is Maven. Like that I'm given some name. Just click on finish. Now, can you see here one project got created with the artifact ID name, which is called Maven, right? This is the name I have created. Now, if you open the pom.xml, here also we have a pom.xml. Only this thing got created. What you can see, group ID and the artifact ID, you can be able to find it here. Suppose in SRC test Java, here we have one source folder. I'm going to write some, I'm going to do some development. Say I will write, say this is my new, maybe this is my test class. Click on finish. I have a class. No need to worry about this code, right? Now suppose what I'm writing, listen carefully. I am writing one line here. I am writing one line. As a developer, I am writing one line here. As a developer, I am writing one line here. But can you see it is showing some error? It is saying, right? It is what it is saying? It is saying there is an error. It is showing red color error. It is showing an error. Why it is showing an error? That's the problem. I'm trying to write some code here. If you ask me whether this code is correct or wrong, this code is correct. 100% I'm saying this code is correct. But still I can able to see a syntax error. Still I can see a compile time error or syntax error. Why? Why I'm getting an error? Maybe if you want to write this particular line, you have a dependency. You need a dependency. You are dependent with something. That's the reason you are getting an error. So how to resolve this particular error? I will show you. Listen, suppose I will go to this Maven repo. There is a website called Maven repo. I know if I want to write this particular line, I have a dependency called, the dependency name is Selenium is the dependency. I will go to the Selenium, just to listen. Don't worry how to navigate, how to click on, no, nothing, no need to worry. So just I'm writing 4.8.1. Any version I can take it. And here we have a dependency, right? I will copy this dependency. And go to this hat, which is nothing but pom.xml. Here I'm going to add one tag called dependencies. Inside the dependency, whatever the dependency that I have written, right, that I'm going to paste it. Simply I'm going to paste it. Once pasted, I'm saving also. Control S. I'm saving here. Once 100% is completed, Once 100% is completed, is there any error? You can go on, man. Why still it is an error? Still, why it is an error? Listen. Okay, 0.0. Okay. Wait, guys. It is 65% is completed. Wait. Okay. Can you see here? Now there is no error. Now there is no error. Why? Because if you want to write this particular line, we need some dependency, we need some library. That library I have added here. When I added this particular library, this error is gone. That is called dependency. Are you clear what is dependency? Yes or no?
But how will know that which command we have to write?
Jaya, you no need to worry. Developer only should worry about this one. Because we are not going to write the code. We are not going to add the dependency and all. Only developer is going to worry. So why I'm teaching this one? This is how the real time will work. Just I'm giving an idea.
Okay.
Guys, others, Pamita, Aman, Kritika.
Yeah, okay, Dinesh.
Just I'm giving an idea. I thought, right, I shouldn't teach this one, but just I need to give some idea. That's the reason I'm teaching, right?
Okay.
So when, yeah. So Maven has pom.xml. Inside this pom.xml, generally you can find this dependency and all. Now tell me why they have added this many dependency in order to write different codes. These are all different library. This is one library. This is one library. This is one library. Like that, they have different library. They can able to write different types of code. That is called dependency. Dependency, right? Fine. Just a little bit. Now, guys, in Maven, remember three things. One is task, and another one is goal. Third one is plugin. Only these three things you have to remember. In Maven, we have a task, we have a goal, we have a plugin. We have a goal, we have a plugin. Now, suppose, what are the different tasks I have? Did you remember what are the different tasks that I need to perform? From the building stage, what's the post-build action? What are the jobs that I need to perform? Can you tell me what are the different tasks?
Compile code.
No. Different task. This is right. Yes or no? One is compilation.
Yeah.
Another one, code review.
Testing,
Unit testing. And packaging. This is a different task I need to perform manually, but I don't want to use manual work. I need to go for automation. For that reason only I came into the Maven. Maven has something called goal, guys. Maven has the goal. Using this particular goal, we can able to achieve. Suppose if you want to achieve the compilation, you have to use the command called Maven compile. Maven compile is the command is available. If you use this particular command, you can able to perform the compilation. Suppose if you want to perform a code review, which command you have to use it? We have a command called Maven PMD:PMD. PMD means program meter detector, or we can call it as program master detector, right? So basically, using this command, program master or meter, all same, meter detector. Basically, this will do the code review process using this particular command. Suppose if you want to perform the unit testing, Maven test is the command. To perform the packaging, Maven package is the command. MPN means Maven. Generally, MVN short form, MVN. Maven short form, MVN. Maven package is the not to perform the packaging. So if you use this particular goal, you can able to achieve this particular task. Are you clear? Yes, sir.
Yes, Ganesh.
Now, Maven, you know, how it is performing the Maven compilation, if you ask me, Maven using one plugin called Maven compiler plugin. There's a plugin called Maven compiler plugin. Using the Maven compiler plugin only, Maven is performing the compilation with a goal called Maven compile. In order to perform the code review, Maven using the plugin called Maven PMD plugin. This is the plugin used by the Maven in order to perform the code review. So to perform the unit testing, Maven used the plugin called Maven SurePry plugin. This is the one plugin is available. Using this plugin only, Maven is performing the unit testing. And to perform the packaging, Maven using the Maven package plugin, Maven package plugin. Using this particular plugin, Maven is performing packaging. Right? In the interview, you might get the question. What the people might ask, hey, how we are performing the code review with the help of a Maven. You just to tell them there is a plugin is available, Maven PMD plugin. Using this particular plugin, we have to execute one command called MVN PMD:PMD. Through that, we can able to achieve the code review. To achieve the packaging, we have to use the Maven package plugin. A Maven package, a command, we have to use it. So each and every task we are achieving with the help of a goal. That goal is given by the Maven, that using the plugin called different types of plugin it is using. Is that fine? Manually, we have to run command from goal or auto execute. Manually, we have to write the goal amount, but in Jenkins, if we create the job, you know, we can configure everything with the help of a pipeline. Thereby, we can able to perform the automation. But as a developer, I basically, you know, if I'm not using the Jenkins, this command I have to write manually with the help of a Maven. Is that okay? Any question till here?
Yeah.
Right. Okay. Quickly, let us navigate to our Jenkins page, my EC2 server. Let me start one EC2 machine from this cloud. I will start the EC2 server. I have a mini machine, so let me take one machine. Say I will take this one. I will start connecting this by starting the instance.
Dinesh, ஒரு டவுட் இருக்கு.
சொல்லுங்க.
நீங்க AWSல பெண்டிங் ஒரு 1 or 2 டாபிக்ஸ் இருக்குன்னு சொல்லிருந்தீங்களே.
மைக்ரேஷன் டாபிக் இருக்கு. மைக்ரேஷன், AWS மைக்ரேஷன். ஆமா. அத ரிமைண்ட் பண்ணலாம். ஞாபகம் இருக்குங்க. நான் பண்றேன். அது க்ளோஸ் பண்றேன். ஞாபகம் இருக்கு. AWS மைக்ரேஷன் மட்டும் தான் இருக்கு. ஓகே.
நெட்வொர்க்ஸ்ல வந்து ரூட் 53 எடுத்தாங்க. அது 2 கிளாஸ் தான். அது 2 கிளாஸ் தான் கம்ப்ளீட் ஆயிடுச்சான்னு கேட்கலாம்.
ஓகே, நான் ஒரு வாட்டி உங்க ரெக்கார்டிங்ல என்ன எடுத்தாலும் ஒரு வாட்டி கோ த்ரூ பண்றேன். இல்ல ஏதாவது நீங்க நோட்ஸ் எடுத்து வச்சிருந்தீங்கன்னா அது எனக்கு ஷேர் பண்ணுங்க. அதுதான் முடிஞ்சிச்சா நான் சொல்றேன்.
சரி.
ஓகே. Okay, so I will connect this particular EC2 instance. I will copy this, open my terminal. I can write cd downloads and this one, press enter. Yes, and I have connected to my CentOS machine. Good. So now this time Let me open the browser once again. Right, the public IP address, I can take it from here. Put the colon 8080 is the port number. What happened? 1 minute, please. Okay, so guys, why? What happened? This is the public IP address, right? Okay. Okay, I will start the Jenkins server. I'm sorry. So I have to start the Jenkins server. How to start the Jenkins server? You know, sudo systemctl start Jenkins. We start the Jenkins server. Okay, Jenkins started, and I will use the password. Yes, I can able to see my Jenkins machine. Okay, fine. Now, what is the next step? Because the next step, I have to configure this particular Maven in my Jenkins server. I have to configure this Maven into my Jenkins server. Okay, suppose if I create a new item, as of now, you don't see a Maven project here. Can you see here? Only you can, guys can see the pre-shell project, pipeline project, multi-configuration project. That's it. Even if I open this pre-shell project, I'm opening this pre-shell project, say this is a Maven demo like that I'm giving, and click on pre-shell project and click on OK. And you can come below. There is a build steps, right? You can click on this and you can find something called top level Maven target. If you select on this, here basically you have to give the goal and all. Here you have to give them your goal. What is your goal? Whether you are going to do the code review or compile, what is your goal that you have to perform? But the good practice, first to configure the Maven, then we'll go come here, otherwise it will give you an error. So in order to configure the Maven, I'm clicking on manage Jenkins and the manage plugin. First of all, you need a Maven, right? You just search the Maven here under the available plugin. Search Maven. You will get one plugin called Maven integration plugin. This plugin provides a deep integration between the Jenkins and Maven. It adds support for automatic trigger between the project dependency and snapshot, as well as automated configuration of various Jenkins publishers such as JUnit and all. But leave it. But I am going to integrate my Maven and Jenkins. I have to check this and install without restart. This is the first step you have to do it. When you go to the Jenkins, if you want to integrate your Maven and Jenkins, you have to first install the Maven. You should install the Maven by following this step. Manage Jenkins and the manage plugin. So now, let me go to the dashboard. If I click on new item, when you see here, can you see Maven project got created here? You can see the Maven project now. How? With the help of a Maven integration you have made. Maven integration you made. So far, any doubt?
So in order to install Maven and Jenkins, we can do it by plugins, right?
Yeah, by plugin. Always, in Jenkins, if you want to integrate this with another third-party tool, then you have to go for plugin, manage plugin.
Like all the plugins are free or?
It is free. All the plugins are free. So why Jenkins is very famous? The reason because it's an open source and whatever the plugin that we are using, it is very free. Any question? Is any question? Quick confirmation. Are we good?
No, Dinesh.
Saran, Maven installation, we are not doing here. Just we are adding the Maven plugin to the Jenkins in order to integrate with the Maven. Still, we didn't complete the Maven installation. We have to complete the Maven installation also. That's my next step. As of now, I have added only a what I have added. What I have added? I have added the plugin. So I have to install now Maven. How to install the Maven? For that, you have a manage Jenkins, and then there is a place called global tool configuration. There is a place called global tool configuration. When you click on this, here when you come below, there is a Maven installation part. Can you see here? There is a Maven installation part. Here only we have to perform the Maven installation. So I will add the Maven. Say for an example, I'm going to give some name. Say this is my Maven. I'm giving some name called my Maven. And here there are two options. One is automatically you have to install from internet. Then you can check on this. Suppose if you are going to give the manual, say for an example, in my local machine, my local laptop, if my Maven is already available, right? I can configure the Maven locations also here. Or otherwise, suppose if you have a google.co.in, here Maven download. If you type in Google, Maven generally provided by the Apache software. When you click on this, and here, based on the operating system, you can download the source file. You can download the Maven, right? Source file, SRC file. You can download. When you download, you can install locally in your laptop. And it will be available in some place, right? That place location, you can give it here. But if you don't want to do manually, you want to do automatically, you can check on this. Thereby, it will automatically get the Maven from the internet. From here, it will get it and it will add it. 3.9.1 is the latest version. You can select any version from here. That version will be get it from automatically instead of doing the manual work. Is that fine, guys? What is install automatically?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
So click on apply, click on save. Completed. So if you check global tool configuration again, you can clearly see that Maven is installation. Here you can see, right? So Maven is already available here. My Maven is the name and you have given something there. Fine. So let me teach you now how to work with the Maven. Let me create a new job. I will go with the pre-save project itself, no issues. Say for an example, I'm writing here Maven. I want to perform the compile. I want to perform Maven compile. Then click on pre-save project and click on OK. Now this time, say for an example, I have a Maven project which is given by the developer. Developer has given some, it's a developer, they have written some piece of code with the help of a Maven. So in order to see that one, I will go to my github.com. I have already, guys, some Maven project. Can someone quickly confirm? I am saying this particular project, DevOps class codes. This is the Maven project. Why I'm saying this is the Maven project? Can you quickly confirm? Why I'm calling this project is a Maven project?
Form.xml.
Exactly. Can you see your form.xml? When the project has the form.xml, we can call them as a Maven project. Super. Now, I will take the repository URL. I will copy this URL. This is given by a developer. So let me go to my Jenkins machine. Here I will paste this particular URL. And this is the public repository. No need to add the credentials and all. Leave it. And quick confirmation whether it's a master branch or main branch. Just to confirm. It's just the master branch. Again, it is good. It is fine. It is fine. Come here. Come here. Come here. Yes. Now, I'm going to add a build step here. So what is the build step? I will use maybe a top level Maven target. Can you see a Maven target, right? Here, I need to use which Maven? I have already a Maven, right? My Maven that I have created. My Maven. And what is the goal? The goal is I want to do the compilation. What goal I'm going to perform? I'm going to do the compilation. Simply, I'm going to write a command called Maven compile. Then generally from your local machine, if you are doing the compilation, you have to write Maven compile. But if you go with the Jenkins, right, automatically they have written a MVN. So only you have to write the compile. That's enough. Only Maven compile is enough. So no need to write MVN space compile, not required. Directly you can write the compile, that's enough. So once again I will repeat. Just come below. So git. And then you can add the particular repository URL. Make sure it's a master or main branch. And then go with this one. Build step. So what kind of build that I'm going to do? Invoke top level Maven target. And what is the Maven version? The Maven version is my Maven 3.9.1. And what is the goal? The compilation I'm going to perform. Write the code called Maven compile. That's it. Click on apply. Click on save. Click on save. So now I am going to compile this particular code. So can I click on this build now? I'm going to click on this build now. When I build now, it's going to start a new job. It is started. And I will open the console output. And it started, see, it start executing your code. After execution of this particular code, how quickly it executed, see. Everything it got executed. Executed, finally it is saying success. Build success. You no need to worry about what happened here. No, not required. Only you need to worry about whether build is failed or build is success. My build is success or failed. If build is failed, you have to intimate to the developer. If build is success, you don't need to worry about this. So how much time it has taken? Only 6 seconds. 6.634 seconds, your compilation is completed. And here see which plugin is helping in order to do the compilation. There is a plugin called compiler plugin. That's what I said here. When you use the Maven compile command, there is a plugin called Maven compiler plugin that will do the compilation. That will do the compilation. Am I clear, guys?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
One minute. Let me insert the time. Guys, you may think like what operation happened in the back end, what API got called, maybe. But initially, back in the days, developer, they need to put extra effort to perform this compilation and all. It is very difficult to perform the compilation also even. But Maven making everything is smooth and everything is built within maybe a fraction of seconds. We can able to see the clear. See how many lines of code it has been processed. Complete log got generated. All these complete logs got generated. If there is a failure, if there is a troubleshooting problem, if I want to debug, simply when I see these logs, right, I can easily understand. Oh, this is what happened here. Like that, we can easily understand. So now you can see the full log, right? Around 9 KB full log. You can get it from the Maven itself. Fine. Now suppose this is the Maven compilation. I will tell you another goal of a Maven. Say a test. Test is the another goal of a Maven, right? Unit testing. So I will create a new job now. I will create a new job and I can make this is the Maven a test. And I will select the pre-step product and click on OK. And come below. I am choosing the Git and I have a repository URL. I will paste it. And then master branch, make sure and add the build step. Execute top level Maven command. Choose the my Maven. Goal is test, right? MVN test. Just write only test. Just write only MVN test. Click on apply. Click on save. And now I need to build this particular project. Now I'm going to build it. How can I build? How to build? Simply click on build now. Click on build now. So when you click on build now, again it is starting the project, building, and can you see once again it started and it is doing different kind of operation. See, it is cloning the code from the GitHub and all because code is available in the GitHub. And then Finally, I can see build is success. It is totally executed around 23 test cases they have written actually. As a developer, they have written many tests and all the tests got success. There is no failure, there is no error. And 5.5 seconds it has taken. And if you ask me which plugin is helping this one, so there is a plugin called SurePipe plugin. I said right. There is a plugin called SurePipe plugin. Can you see here? SurePipe plugin. Your SurePipe plugin is helping to test this particular job, test this particular project. That is a Maven test. Maven SurePipe plugin, it is helping. Simple. Suppose I want to do the packaging. So I want to do the packaging. I will create a new item. Say Maven package. Select pre-sale project. Click on OK. And come below. Where is the source code management tool? Here we have Git. And I will paste this particular URL. Paste this particular URL. And I have to add the build steps also. The build step is top level Maven target. And I'm choosing my Maven is the version. And I will write, I have to perform packaging, right? Just I will type package. That's it. Now click on apply and click on save. So what kind of packaging they made? Let me check. Where is the project? Here's the project. And go to the pom.xml. Go to the pom.xml. And what kind of packaging they made? Packaging is the form of WAR file. Can you see here? Packaging, it is nothing but a WAR file. .war. Let me check. So go here and click on apply, click on save. Now, let me go to the dashboard 1 second. Maven package. I'm going to execute this. Click on build now. So your job will be started soon. So once the job is started, I will check the console output. It start executing. It's closed. Sorry, guys. Okay, where is that? Maven package and console output. Click on this and click on console output. Now can come below here. Can you see it is also got success? And I can clearly see, right? Here that will generate one WAR file. I will show where is that WAR file is available. So let me, okay, better I can go to this workspace. Click on this. Can you see a workspace? And inside the workspace, there is a folder called target folder. Okay, this is where, guys, whatever the task that we are doing, right? Compilation, testing, and everything will be stored inside the target only. When you open this target folder, can you see one WAR file got generated? And now 10:26:35, it means that just a 30 seconds before address book.war file. This file got generated. How this file got generated? With help of your Maven package. Maven package will generate this WAR file. Later, you know, I'm going to deploy this particular WAR file into some server. Maybe some server. It might be Apache server or any Nginx server. Or suppose I'm going to teach you something called Docker. I'm going to deploy this particular application or this WAR file into my Docker container. I'm going to run my application on Docker container. For that, I need a WAR file actually. Later, I will tell you how we can work with. That's the reason using the Jenkins so far, I have covered only a continuous integration. I didn't complete, continuous deployment. How to deploy this particular file into some server. That I will teach you at the time of Docker session. As of now, just listen. One WAR file got generated. How? With the help of your packaging. Generally, we will use only this package is the representation of entire project. This WAR file, WAR means web archive. This entire representation, you can find it with the help of a single file called WAR file. Am I clear so far?
Yes, Dinesh.
Others, Aman, Kritika, Jaya, Saranraj, Yuvraj,
Yeah.
everyone. So all this task we are doing on Jenkins. But even though we are created different job individually, we have created this job individually, right? But as a DevOps engineer, I have to manually, every job if I am doing, right, that kind of a manual process, right? Again, it is also a manual process. Individually, I need to go to the particular project and I have to click on build and it will give you some answer. Then I have to go for Maven test and then I have to go for Maven packaging and all. So let me take only 3. So we have a compile and then we have a test and then we have package. Once compilation is success, then I have to go for test. Once test is completed, then I need to go for package. Say this is job 1. Once the job 1 is successful, I need to go for job 2. Once the job 2 is success, then we have to go for job 3. This is the pipeline process, right? Purilama. Hey guys, I have an interview, guys, so I need to leave. If you are fine, we will connect at 4:30. Is that okay? 4:30? Guys, quick. I have an interview. I need to leave.
Okay, Dinesh.
Sharp at 4:30. So please be available. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Hmm.